In this video, I'm going to show you some of the video additions that have been made to FireMonkey using C++ Builder. I have two examples to show you. One is the media player demo that uses the media player component to play video and audio files. And also a video capture demo that lets you capture frames at a time if you have a video capture device like a camera. So first I'm going to load up the media player demo. We've got the media player control. The media player control is where the video is going to play, whatever size it might be. We have the media player component itself, which plays video for your application. I've got a dialog box component, a timer component. I've got a rectangle here where I put some controls on. I've got checkboxes. I'm going to use a button here to load video, to pause, clear, say whether the video is visible or not with a checkbox. I've got two track bars, one here that I'm going to use to control the volume, and I've got a label over here. I'm going to display information about the video that's being played. And I have another track bar at the bottom, which will show me the duration that I'm moving through in the video, and also to be able to control where I want to be in the video. In the code, I have several things. I have the open button click, which is going to do several things. It's going to set the filter of the open dialog for the file extensions that are supported in video. It's going to use a T-Media codec manager class called the getFilterString method. What that will do is for all the media codecs that have been registered, it'll concatenate all the filter strings so you don't have to key them in. If you want to open a specific video or audio file, then you could just set the string for the filter yourself. If you click OK and you've selected a file in the dialog box, then it enables some of the buttons. It takes the file name of the video file that was navigated to in the open dialog and saves that in the media player file name. The next line of code here, I'm going to actually check to see if that file is an actual multimedia file. But the media player, we can say, does it actually have a real media file that I can play? So if that's not null, then I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to get the video size X and Y, so I'm going to get the resolution, the width and height from the media file. And then I'm also going to get from the information from the media file its duration. And I'm going to display that as a number of seconds. So I'll put the string S on the end of it. I'm going to set the track bar that's at the bottom of the form equal to the duration. So that'll be the total duration of the video from the beginning 0 to the maximum of the track bar. And I'm going to set the volume to be 1 minus the volume that the video was recorded in, and then tell the video to play. If I pause the video, I'll simply see if the video player state, so if the media player state is that it's playing, then I'm going to stop it. Stop doesn't rewind, it just stops or pauses the video. And I'm going to set the pause button to play, which means next time I click on it, it's going to start playing again. If it wasn't playing, then I'm going to start playing again. I'm going to set the text back to pause because the next time I click it, I want it to stop. I've got a timer, and what I use the timer for is to get the current time of where the video is playing and update the track bar. That way the track bar at the bottom can follow along with the video. I can use the checkbox that's in the user interface to say whether the video player control is visible or not, so I can hide the video playing. And I can use the volume track change to change the volume of the media player. And if I do the clear button click, then I'm just going to say media player clear, which will disconnect the video from the player and stop everything. The last thing is this track bar change. I can use the track bar change to set the current time. So I can say take the track bar value wherever I drag the track bar to and move the player where it's currently playing, set its current time to somewhere else. So let's run this example on Windows. And we'll click the load button. We'll find a file. I've got several different files here. Here's one which I recorded last year when I was in Barbados, and it's turtles that were being fed. So they come around where the video is fed. I can change the volume so it goes away. Up here is the 720 by 480 pixels, and it's 393 seconds long. Down here you see that the track bar is moving along based on that timer event happening. And I can move to different parts of the video just by dragging the track bar down to get to different parts of the video that I shot with my underwater camera. We can pause the video and play it again. And I can also clear, and then I'm done. And this same thing works on 64-bit Windows, works on Macintosh. I can go here, 64-bit Windows, rebuild it and run. And I can load a video file, for example, this wildlife video. Let's turn the volume down. And again, I can move around in the video. And in this replay, it might look choppy because I'm capturing only a few frames per second with the screen recording, but it's playing in full high definition, whatever it might be. And that's how easy it is to play videos. And again, if you open up an MP3 file, you can also play audio files. How all of this works under the covers with media playing, let me just switch over to the header file. And I've got my class declaration for the different buttons and track bars and so on there. One of the units that are available is the FMX media file. So let's open that source file. So this is the HPP header file that's available, and that has all the information about what's available in the interfaces for doing the media player, for hitting play, show, hide, stop, and so on. And this is actually converted from FireMonkey Delphi app. So let me open that file, just so I want to show you how we register those codecs for the different video file types and audio file types. We'll go over to the source code, and it's in FireMonkey, and we'll look for FMX Media. So here's FMX Media Pass. That has those interfaces. There's that media timescale. And then I can also open the platform files. So here, FMX Media Windows. If we scroll to the end, you'll see the registration of the codecs. So here, T-Media Codec Manager, register codec class. Here's the file name extension, and it's of type video. So it's on Windows, we support AVI, WMV, MV4, M4V, MOV, and then for audio, WMA, MP3, and .wav files. On Macintosh, let's open up the FMX media.mac file and scroll to the end. Here's the registration of the video files and audio files that are supported on Mac. MOV, M4V, MP4, AVI, WAV, and MP3. Now, if you have other codecs and other media types that are media type audio and video, you can call register media codec class in your own code to support additional file types. And using these strings, these filter strings, these are the strings that were appended on the get filter string method call. Those are collected up as part of the registration process, so I didn't have to key them in. You noticed in my example when I ran it that when I did the open file dialog, you see all the different formats that are supported. Those strings all came from those register media codec classes, so I didn't have to worry about putting them in. So that's how easy it is to play video and audio inside of a C++ Builder exe3 FireMonkey application. So the other example I want to show you is how to capture video frames in C++ Builder using FireMonkey media support. So we'll open up this project, which is video capture. I've got a dialog box here for saving the bitmaps that I want to capture. There's a little speed button here that I can click when I want to save, and there's a stop button for either stopping or starting the video capture. The code is pretty straightforward. We have the capture button just says if I click and key in a file name and click OK, then I'm going to save to file the bitmap that was captured in the image. On form create, I'm going to attach to the video camera by calling tCapture device manager, take the current default video capture device. So in my MacBook Pro, it's just the built-in camera. On a Samsung Slate or some other device that might have multi-camera, forward and backward-facing camera, I can choose the different video capture devices that might be available. But since I only have one here, I'll use the default video capture device. If it's found, meaning if video camera is not null, Then I'll set a little ellipse to green so that I can say that it's ready to capture and the camera's going. I'll set the on sample buffer ready event handler for video camera to be this sample buffer ready method that I have. And then I'll call start capture. Otherwise, if I don't have a video capture device, it'll put on the caption of the form video capture device not available. On destroy of the form, when I close the application, I want to tell the camera to stop capture. So if I have a video camera that I've attached to, then I'll stop capture on it. The sample buffer ready event handler for on sample buffer ready for the video camera, I'm going to use this sample buffer sync method, and I'm going to synchronize that in the current thread of my application. And inside sample buffer sync, it says use the video camera, call the sample buffer to bitmap method, and get a bitmap and display it in the image control, which is on the user interface. And then finally, if I click the stop button, I'm going to see if the video camera state is that I'm capturing, then I'm going to set the ellipse color. I'm going to say the stop button to say capture. So if I click on it again, I'll do capturing, and then I'll call stop capture. If I click the capture button, say I want the video to start playing, I'll simply say start capture, and start capture will capture frames into the frame buffer, and it's only when I say to save them that it'll save the images. So let's take a look at this first on Windows, and what you'll see is that on my Windows machine I don't have a camera, so it displays in the form video capture device is not available, so I can't really do anything. There's nothing to do at that point. If I switch over to Macintosh, where I have a video camera on my MacBook Pro, let's enable that. And let's make sure that that we're connected. So test connection. Yep, I'm connected to my Mac. So let's enable that platform. And let's make sure and do a make that it's up to date. And then we'll click run. And then on the Macintosh side, we can go and start capturing frames at a time. And now over on the Macintosh, you'll see that my camera's turned on, and you're seeing me. Hi, everybody. And I can click on the Save Bitmap, and then save it to somewhere on my hard drive, and I've got bitmaps one at a time. So the capture captures a frame at a time. When I do the start capture, the frames will be delivered to the application. It isn't until I click on the button to use the save dialog to save the specific bitmap that's there at the time that I grab it. We don't capture full motion video right now. It's frame at a time, but someone else could write some code that would capture multiple frames and capture audio and save it all into a video format to create a movie. In a future video, I'll show you how to capture audio using C++ Builder. It uses the same approach, but instead of using the video capture device, we use the audio capture device. And then over here on my shared drive, I can look at some of the bitmaps that were captured. So here's bitmap 1. You can let it there. I'm looking down while I'm typing. Here's the second bitmap, PNG, and there it is, captured as well. So again, that's how easy it is to capture frames of video using the video capture device as part of FireMonkey 2. In this video, you saw playing video and capturing video frames. Very easy to do in C++ Builder and FireMonkey on Windows and Macintosh.